All right, it looks a little worse in the daytime, but it's still pretty awesome. Yep. What? This was all rotten? No way. I don't believe it. Hey, what's that ticking noise? All right, important question number 1. How wide is this? I can't do that one-handed. I'm sure there's some room to fudge this, but the width at the bottom is about 40 inches wide, and the height is about 20 inches. So I guess a 40-inch diameter circle cut in half would be perfect. Now that there's some daylight, you can see this bumper action. It's right in the way. It's also extremely well attached to the truck, and unfortunately, that rear bed support has to lay over this frame rail right here. So I'm gonna have to get destructive. That's gonna be fun. Maybe I should get the torch. Okay, first little problem. On these Power Wagons, the frame kicks up and then goes back to the same height as the front. On the later style trucks, the frame kicks up and then remains higher. So all of the rear cross members are shorter. Like this one. I've got it up on that hump and it's still 1.5 inches short. So, I'm gonna have to get creative here. That front section sure seems to sit where I want it. I could spend $500 and buy a factory set of cross members. That seems excessive. I'm thinking I needed to make a couple anyway. So I'll just make stands. Try and get it level and call it a day. Smash it with a hammer. Oh no, it's actually really well attached. Thinking I may leave this big gnarly bumper. I just need to cut it with the frame rails here so that the rear panel can sit down like that. Well, I can stand around and look at it and continue calculating. I can jump in and start cutting, or I could take a break and do nothing productive. Ah, the wind took my bedside. Dang it. Well, I guess we'll get back to this maybe this summer when it stops raining again. Children. Why are the leaf spring packs as tall as my head? I mean, there's weight carrying, and then there's this. I'm thinking some of that's extra. Actually, I'm thinking a lot of that's extra. Very nice custom-made driveline brake return spring bracket thing. I skipped a step.
What step?
A really important one. Engines run better, I guess. There you go. Okay, now are you ready for greatness?
Yes.
There's a lot of play in the shifter. Oh yeah. Oh, it's done.
Got a flat tire.
Yeah, unfortunately, someone put a nail through that inner tube. So, how's it going? How you guys doing? Good? Good. Yeah, Power Wagon bed. So, I started this video in May, and it's October. This is just the way of things. Anyway, I've had a new fire lit under my butt to get going on this truck, so I did. Oh, and pro tip, cutting plate with the torch that thick is hard. So we'll use the death wheel instead. it's at least, you know, kind of working. Oh yeah. Safety sometime. It's pretty hard to do. And this is why we wear eye protection and ear protection. It actually bounced off my earmuffs. So what actually happened is I continued the cut underneath, and right when I got to the end, this whole thing sort of tweaked and it went hunk. Grabbed the blade. That's not great. Unlike the old cutoff wheel, which I exploded, the new cutoff wheel is made of disappointment. So I had to finish the job with the torch, which I had set wrong, but that's fine. Bye-bye. While I'm at it, I'm gonna take the top pin holder section off because that looks like a pretty sturdy hitch. Yay! I just have to make it all pretty. Oh man, look at that! Now that I see how high it sits, I probably didn't need to cut that at all, but man, that's getting good. Still needs fenders. Doesn't look right without fenders. But hey, it's something. Now, in the 5+ months since I touched this last, I made another acquisition. That thingy. Oh yeah, and this. Don't worry about that. That thingy just so happens to have a dump bed. And I don't need it, because I want to turn that into a ramp truck. That means there's an electric over hydraulic pump and a pair of humongous cylinders just sitting here, doing nothing important. Also, while the bed's junk, there are frame rails and pivots and stuff. Interesting. So, what if I took that perfectly good dump bed stuff and slid it under this box? Might space it up a little bit. That's fine. Doesn't match any body lines anyway. Oh yeah, I had to delete the stack, but I think I'm just gonna relocate it. Safety. Yeah, so it's sitting on a 2x4, a couple blocks, and these front rails. I think I could remove those boxes and get those metal frame rails in. No problem. There's plenty of room, I think. And then I got this old flatbed over here to donate these cross pieces. I'll be using heavy duty 2x decking like that instead of the factory 1x stuff. And this thing should be gnarly. I built some wood sides for it too. Why not? It'll be able to pull trailers around. Not that I'll actually do that, but still, cool. And I'll be able to bring in loads of rock and bring out loads of garbage. Oh yes, currently it's equipped with a 70s style tailgate, but I do have a perfectly good Power Wagon one right there. How many times are you planning to die today, dog? Good news, everyone! Today I learned my local Les Schwab actually does lock ring wheels, so I'm gonna go get this fixed. Yay! Man, that's huge. Looks like it wants to be a dually. It's not just good, it's slightly better. And I ran out of paint. Wow! Well, it looks a little better anyway. Paint jobs, definitely not forever. Too nice. Wow, now this operation's almost getting too nice. And I'm missing a tire. Well, that stuff's not too nice, but I did zero prep, so pretty excited to test this out. Just as soon as I get my tire back. Jeez, okay. Well, what's your problem? Daredevil goat. Yeah, well, you smell, so there. Wow, 4 tires again. It only took 5 months. Now, this is not a restoration. It's more of a rehabilitation than anything. However, I did find a hood without a hole in it sitting in Tom's yard, so I'd call that an upgrade. Now remember, this is not a restoration. But it's, you know, it's improved. Well, there's just a slight height problem there. And it's out of gas. Yeah, it actually looks way too good now. New synthetic rope for this thing is definitely on my list.
check the battery on that thing.
Well, that can't be good. What do a wire wheel, some brake clean, and this kind of spray paint all have in common? It's not just good. No, it's not really good. But I kind of like it. It's got that worked on look. All right. No regrets yet. And that pretty much brings us to where we are now, which is actually, believe it or not, where we started. This looks great. But I've got some more of this to do. I guess next time we'll start in on bed stuff. Lift that back off of there and lay those frame rails in there, test fit the cylinders, find somewhere for the pump to live, all that fun stuff. I also have a genius plan for the steps. I'm gonna take those off, get some spare beat up front steps, and you know, make something. Oh yeah, and we'll install that. I'm also thinking, you know, dump truck. That thing needs to hinge that way and come off entirely. Maybe even flip out to the side. That would be cool. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna order a seat cover and delete the rat smell in here. That will improve things substantially. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get around to finishing the 12-volt conversion, which I started, you know, in the very first video on this channel. If I don't end this installment somewhere, it'll never end. And we'll probably lose the shop. So, thanks for watching. And remember, if you can't handle me at my diddliest, you don't deserve me at my doodliest. Oh, one more thing. You gotta put the stack back on. It's just not the same without it. Gas tank might be nice too.